Thank you. Thank you all for coming out tonight for the Business Club Toastmasters meeting. As you see from your schedule for tonight, our theme of the night is going to be about personal motivation and accomplishments. You can use that theme within either your table topics or within your speech that you're going to have tonight. But when you think about it, what does motivation and accomplishments mean to you? Motivation means what pushes us to achieve our goals, feel more fulfilled, and improve overall quality of life. But motivation comes with 4 elements, which are personal drive, commitment, initiative, and optimism. And accomplishment, that means something done or achieved. So think about that tonight when you're doing your table topics or your speech. As you can see from our schedule for tonight, we're going to have a speech from Leonardo. This will be his very first speech tonight, which is an icebreaker. Then we have Natalia, who will be doing culture shock in my own culture. Then we have Bara, who will be doing charity, begins at home. And then once we come back from our break, we'll definitely have our timers report. We'll have our table topics, as well as 3 evaluations of the speeches and any closing remarks that we have. But before we get started, we need to know what all the duties of everybody here and what they do. So we have the timers report. David, if you could tell us exactly what you do with the timers report.
Thank you, Craig. The timer is there to remind us that time is crucial. If not there for our own, but out of respect for everyone that we get in touch with. By listening to the timer and looking at these report cards, you're reminded how deep into your speech you are. When you get the green card, you are closing in, and you should already have begun closing your speech, getting to the point of it. When you reach the yellow card, this is a reminder that the speech needs to get to the critical part of it, where you deliver your message, your value to everyone around you. This is pretty much where you should be going because you're wasting people's time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And now, can we hear from Ben concerning being the R counter for tonight? Can you tell us what you do?
Absolutely. Saying and ah makes your speaking less attractive and less professional. So I shall count your ums and ahs and tell you when you make them, and then you'll learn through my encouragement to make fewer of them.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now we'll hear from our grammarian of the night, Birgit.
Yes, well, it's my job to be grammarian tonight, and I will listen very carefully to what you're saying, and I'll watch out for key phrases that perhaps the rest of us can use, and I might pick up a couple of mistakes in your English, and if so, I will try to help you correct them.
Thank you very much. Last but not least, we need to hear from Iris. What will you be doing as our general evaluator tonight?
Yes, so we have a specific evaluator for the prepared speeches. This is not my role. I will be evaluating everybody who is not evaluated by these people.
Yes, thank you. And before we move on, all the evaluators, do you have a book or anything to evaluate the people for tonight? Does Natalia have a book?
I have a book.
Okay, Varia, do you have a book?
But I've got my book.
Okay.
It's in English.
All right. And Leonardo, I'll have him taken care of.
Do you want it put it in that room?
You need to complete the manual.
Okay.
Are you delivering the speech in German?
No, in English. But I have the book in German.
I think it will correlate though
Yeah,
to
but
the
it's
same
the same.
speech.
Write your comments in English.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you
Okay.
can write it in
All
yours.
right.
Yeah.
No, it's no problem.
Yeah, you just
In
write
her
it
book.
over too.
Yeah, of course.
There we go. Done deal.
I took notice of you and brought my manuals with me.
bringing them tonight. And now, before we go on, one other point of business that I always like to give to, all of you, all as Toastmasters and any new members. If you have to use the bathroom, it's right out the door to your right. And there's also a foyer area if you need to use your cell phone. So, are you ready to get started this evening? Yes. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. So now we're going to have our first speech of the night from Leonardo. And it's his icebreaker speech of the night. It's very